All right, well, okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all come on in. We're gonna get them a little time to come in. And when you come in, make sure you share and make sure you have your mirror because it is Mirror Talk Tuesday. Yeah.
All right.
Guys, I'm starting doing this new thing right here. And so you guys, if we make any mistake, please excuse us because this is something new for me today. All right, you guys, I have a guest. We have guests. Oh yes. Mirror Talk Tuesday. They coming in? Okay. I'll give y'all a few minutes. Come on in. I know I usually go on the Diane Moss page, but I had to go on Diane's too. So y'all a few minutes. Come on in. I know. So we in. Okay. Go ahead. All right, you guys. All right. I'm just gonna keep on going. Okay. This is Mirror Talk Tuesday, and I'm very happy about it, you guys. I have two guests. My first guest is Fonda Robinson.
Hi.
And then my second guest is Shabby Span.
What's up, everybody?
Yes. All right, you guys. Before I begin, let's begin to pray to the God that lives inside of us. And I get excited on this moment. Okay, you guys. So let's look in our mirror. Let's begin to pray to the God that lives inside of us. God, I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I am grateful. Grateful. Amen. Oh, that's all I have to say to him. I'm thankful because this is a beautiful
Hallelujah.
a very beautiful morning.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
Yes,
That's
you
right.
are talking about death. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because this is something going to happen no matter what.
Absolutely.
Not only that, but I began to know that death fear us from living. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we talk about this thing and we start talking about this thing, I think we can move further in life. Yes, we do not like to lose our loved ones because we didn't get, comfortable with them and, this and that. But still, even with our life, we don't want to lose. We want to, we feel like we want to stay here forever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys, this is something that we gonna do. This is something that we have to do. So why not let's talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and talk about it so we can get a handle on fear.
Right.
It's okay for fear to ride in the car with us, but it ain't okay for fear to drive us. Okay. So we want to kind of get a handle on it so we can be able to live our life. So this is the whole reason why I want to talk about it. And I got this whole month that I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to have different guests on the show, you guys. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. We're going to get a hold to it. We're going to get a hold to it because guess what? It's coming to everybody though. I don't care if you got money. I don't care what the problem is. You can be the famous person on the world. It's coming to your door. So why not
Absolutely.
talk about it? Okay. So
Absolutely.
now I have a couple questions for my guest. Shabby Span lost his mom. Could you tell me, Shabby, a little about yourself first?
What's up, everybody? My name is Shabby Span, that resides here in Blythe, Arkansas. My pastor, Church Fern Foundation, Life Changing Ministries. And man, I'm just, I'm just a regular guy trying to make a big difference. trying to show people how to live, and what I just went through, that was something that it was hard to do, but it's something that you got to learn to keep doing.
Right.
Uh, After you experience such a loss as I just have. So it's been a journey. It's a journey, and I'm ready to talk about it.
All right. Sister
Good.
Fonda, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Fonda Robertson. I am founder and CEO of From Fonda Robertson Outreach Ministry and Finding You.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you guys some questions. I can start with Shavis. Shavis, and when I ask you this question, you could tell me when it happened and all of that. But how do you view death?
How do I view death? Honestly, I used to didn't know how to view death. I was completely lost, confused. But now I view death as an event that don't happen to life, but it's an event that happens in life.
Wow.
After understanding and finding out the fact is that we never die. We continue to live on. So if we continue to live on, that means death don't happen to us. Death happens in us, in life. So the thing about it, we have to learn how to carry it. We have to learn how to carry it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Founder? How do you view that death?
I have to agree with Span. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. And I've experienced death, close family members, and I didn't either. I didn't understand it either. But as I start to look at it, I see it as a part of life. And also now that I'm living from my spirit and not from my flesh,
Wow.
then I can handle, you know what I'm saying? I handle
Right.
it, process it better.
Mhm.
You process it better. Like Fran said, you never die, you
Okay.
know.
All right. Shavis, what has been the hardest part of this loss, losing your mother?
Man. Well, I'm gonna say that in two parts, because like the hardest part of it was the fact that I didn't just lose my mother, is that I lost a cousin as long as my mother. So that made things extra complicated. But the hardest part now, if I just sit back and look at everything, is the fact that I lost my ability to communicate, physically, mentally, emotionally. I lost all of that communications. I can't hold mama no more. I can't talk to him. I can't call him no more. I lost that. So and that, I think that is the part that hurts most of us, is
Mhm.
because we have these beautiful memories, and that's all we have. So it has to be the loss of communication.
Yeah,
What about you, Founder?
I agree with him. That's
You
the
agree with him?
I agree. Yeah.
That's the part that we really missed our
Yeah.
love. And it's
Right.
okay, for us to keep them in our eye. What you mean about keep them in our eye? Keep remembering and talking about them. It's okay about that, because we don't want
Right.
them to die like they didn't leave an impact on life,
Right.
Right.
Okay to talk about, your loved one when they pass. It's okay to post them. If you want to post them every day, if you want to talk about them every day, it's okay, because
Yes.
it was great. If they didn't really left an impact on you, it's okay.
Right.
And it's
That's
okay to even share tears. It's
It's
okay,
natural.
but just
Yeah.
know that it
yeah.
don't take over us and stop us from living and going further in life.
Mhm.
Because I believe because my dad died as well. Okay, and my sisters and my brother, they died as well. So I think what did happen in my life, it moved me further. It moved me further in life. You know what I'm saying? It made me understand things better. It made me want to go and search this thing, because, sometimes we don't think that it'll happen to us. You know what I'm saying? So that
Mhm.
is the
Absolutely.
whole purpose for me to talk about this and talk about this and talk about
Right.
this, because we need to know that it's gonna happen, but we need to know how to live
After death.
after death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's okay. So it's okay for y'all to keep, like people say,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay? So we gonna. I don't want to go too fast on that. So let's do our second question. When do you feel that it's best for company to come over? Chavez.
Ooh. Uh, I would say the answer to that, it really depends on the individual.
Okay.
I would say the answer really depends on the individual. I would say for most people, I think that everybody they have a genuine reason of why they want to come over. They want you to know they love you, and they
Mhm.
there for you. They need anything, but at that same time, I think you need a little bit processing time. Little time to just think, because everybody, what you do, you find yourself lying to everybody, because everybody asks, how you doing, man? You all right? And you get the line, you get the high in your feeling. You say, yeah, I'm all right, yeah, I'm okay, because you tired of everybody asking. So you want to say, yeah, I'm all right, yeah, I'm okay, but you really not. So I think you need time to let it process. And I know everybody mean well, and everybody want to show their love, and we're grateful for that. But man, I need time to cry. I need time to see where my emotions are. I need time to
Wow.
think about my next move. I need time to, I need time to get everything, because, it's a different life now.
Yeah.
We just talked about the fact we just lost the ability to communicate. So it's a different life now. So I got to get adjusted. I got to readjust to a whole nother life without a very important piece. So I need some time to focus. And if I don't get that time, I'm gonna end up going down. So I think you need to give a just and that's my opinion. That may not be for
Right. Right.
everybody. Somebody else may say, man, I need y'all around me. I need y'all to show me some love.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I said it depends on the individual.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
What about you, Founder?
Yeah, I would say that it depends on the individual. But me, I'm fine with it. They can come, they can come right away, because I think it's custom. I know it is. It's
Right.
custom. It's custom that this is
Right.
how it go, and this is how it kind of gonna be. And even though you may say he don't want company right now, you're still gonna have people pressing to get in. So I know that is a very tough time, because when I lost my mother, I was overwhelmed with calls,
Right.
overwhelmed with company. I mean, before you can get out of bed good, you had people that were knocking, and you just had to deal with that. So unlike you, it's individual. You almost don't want to be, cruel to people, and you need people.
Absolutely.
So it's a very tedious thing. And I just pray for families at that time when we have to go through that we can handle that. I really can't.
Right.
I can't put a number on when to tell them to come, because it's so custom that people come that it's just almost how can you say, no, I don't want company today. No, I don't want anybody over here today. Don't come to Wednesday. My mama just died today. Give me 2 days. We don't say that. We just let them come. And what I found was that I didn't really get to process my mother's death until after all this was over.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
I really.
When do you guys think it's best for people to start coming?
With me, again, I think that's on the individual.
Yeah.
I mean, because although like I had people when I got to my mom's house is already loaded with loved ones and friends and people that love me. So they was there with me during the whole time. So I mean, I was kind of like cool with that, and then, certain people you see, it lifts your spirit up,
Yeah.
you may be feeling down, and somebody come, y'all get this special bond. So it all depends on that person.
It depends.
Like
It depends on.
it just depends.
It depends.
Right.
It depends on who it is. So in other words, that you really want some people's around, and then some of them they can wait until you process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I feel that.
And you know, something I do as well, when I know, when I'm in a, you know, I'm with this group of people and they have a death, and I know that a lot of our other friends are covering them, I stay back, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I stay back. If I know so-and-so is there, I know this one's there, that one's there, I'll stay back, you know.
Right. And you
So,
know, I do understand that because daddy's death was so hard for me. And you know, it's already a lot of us. And when my dad was in the hospital and he was getting ready to die, I couldn't face it. And you know, I'm the one that can't really sing, and I was singing to my dad, and oh, the hospital was so packed with so many people, and all they
Yeah, I can imagine.
was saying, he know, I was saying, Daddy, I love you, and somebody was saying, well, he know you love him, and that irritated me because I felt like I needed that privacy. Could y'all please step out? Could y'all please move back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't that I
right.
was trying to be mean, but I was already mad because I didn't understand. So you got to realize that some people don't understand about death, and they, you
mhm.
know, they just want that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was very angry when my dad died, but I didn't learn more better now. But I was very angry because sometimes you can overwhelm a person when they really need that time. Okay.
Right.
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 So, like you
So
say,
an individual have to be sensitive to that. You know, people should know that. You should
yeah,
know
okay.
that. You should know that, you know, this is where it comes with us having compassion on that family and being sensitive to the need of that
Absolutely.
family. When you go there and you see that they're a bit irritable, back up.
Yes.
Or if they're welcoming, go ahead. But if they're a little irritable and they kind of with their family and just kind of mingling, you know, bonding right there, back up. You don't have to
Yeah.
press in there with all these words that we hear over and over again. You assess the situation, assess how it's going. If
That's
Right.
right.
they're wanting you to come on in, come in. If not, back up. You
Yeah.
know,
And when you bag up, don't take it personal.
don't take that
Okay.
I
person.
mean, yeah, don't make it a personal issue. Don't be
Yeah.
telling people, oh, they act like they ain't want me over there. No, just let them get some time.
Give
Give
them
them
some
some
time.
time.
Yeah.
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 You know, give them some time. Yeah, exactly.
I
Fame.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's gonna help us. All right.
Absolutely.
What was said to you that you think that shouldn't be said? You know, sometimes we don't know what to say. Come on,
Yeah.
Shabby, tell us.
Man, I think for me, the biggest thing is, and I know some people just say it because it's the thing to say. All right. So some people say it just because it's the same thing to say. Some people say it, I mean, because they just want to say that I offered.
Mhm.
So I think the biggest thing for me, because everybody say, if you need anything, man, let me know. You know,
Yeah.
if if I mean, let's just be real, man. Everybody you talk to say, if you need now you already know that this person is going through a tough time. This person is probably feeling the worst pain they ever felt. On top of that, when you work for yourself, you ain't got no finances coming in. You know what I'm talking about, that.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and they just know this season right now is a draining season. But then you have everybody that say, if you need me, let me know.
Mm.
First of all, the person you asking that, they don't feel like talking. They don't feel like calling everybody saying, hey man, I need to do this, I need that. So we got to come to a point at some point and do like, no, not if you need me. Here you go, brother. This may not be much, but
Mhm.
this can help you with something. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
it ain't got to be monetary. It ain't got to be monetary. It ain't got to be like. Doc, can I share this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, take your time.
That we was over my house, and a lot of people bring food. Everybody brings food. And I gained some weight back when my mama passed. All
Okay.
right, so they bring so much food. Well, Doc came over there and Doc said, Doc said, cuz man, I just wanted to let you know, man. She said, I was finna stop and get you some chicken.
Hmm.
She said, but I thought about it. She said, maybe I just need to put this money in his hand, and if he wants some chicken, he can get his own chicken.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that,
sir.
yeah, so that came over there, man. She was a blessing. And but she had already called me before that, and she said, cuz look, man, I'm gonna bless you. She said, I know you ain't working right now, and I know you work for yourself. She said, so don't you worry about a thing. You ain't gotta ask me for nothing. I'm gonna bless you. And I mean, and so I'm not saying that you're wrong for asking if you need anything, but you gotta actually think that person
Yes.
that you're actually talking to, man, they don't feel like talking. And 9 times out of 10, they always gonna say, I'm good, I don't need nothing. When they can
Mm.
inside, they really can be hurting.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, so sometimes we just gotta take the initiative. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. What you say about it,
That's-
Founder?
I say the same thing. We have to take the initiative and get it done. But one of the things that was said to me that shouldn't have been said to me was, you can go head on and cry. I still remember that because I wasn't crying at the time, because I wasn't crying at the time about my mother. I had someone tell me, you can go it on and cry. We know that you're hurt. We know that, this is a rough time for you. Well, that wasn't what I was doing at that time. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And just
Mhm.
because I wasn't crying didn't mean that I wasn't hurting. I'm just not a big cry. I'm just not a big crier. I process it in another way,
Right.
so I don't need you squeezing me, trying to make me cry,
Okay.
trying to make me cry at that time. I thought that was very insensitive for a person to say that, and,
Yeah.
Right.
I thought that was very insensitive.
Wow. Wow. And
Mhm.
Sharon, to talk on your point of view, I think, because funerals be real packed when people die, right? But I think if we start taking up offering, it might be less people there. What you think?
Yeah, yeah,
Which is no
Wow.
problem. Which is no problem. I think that's what they need to be doing, because let me tell you something. A lot of times you don't know the business. You don't
Right.
know if they got insurance or not, because
Right.
they're going to tell you their personal business. So
Mhm.
they're going to need your help. You don't have to say, if you need me, call me. Do you need anything? Yes, I need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give
Yeah.
me something
Right,
in my hand, because I got a big family. I got to feed them. Boom, boom, boom. So just go on and do your little donations instead of just going by. If you had it, okay. But
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
And that's
if you
if you
had
got
it.
it.
Yeah, if you got it. So we have to take that under consideration as well. And we have to be careful. The things we say to people, because we already lost the words. Okay, when something
mhm,
didn't happen to a person, we already lost our words. We don't know what to say to them.
right,
Like
right,
I was saying, you're trying to squeeze me. So a lot of times when you don't know what to say, just sit there and listen. They just might need your ear.
Right.
Let them talk when they want to talk, and let
right.
them say what they want to say. So sometimes we just actually need to listen, you know?
Listen.
So
Mhm.
that's my point of view on that right there. And
Yeah.
this right here is to
I
really help us, because guess what? It's coming to everybody's family. So this is to help us to get things together, knowing
Right.
absolutely.
Mhm.
how to deal.
Mhm.
Okay, the best
Yeah.
way to know how. All right. Thank you for that. Let me ask you another question. Shavis, how have this changed your life?
Oh man. Honestly, I think that's a question that is too early for me to answer.
Okay.
And I think it's too early for me to answer because, man, you know, I'm still at the stage where I can't believe it has happened.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know, so when and I already, it's a major adjustment. This is the biggest adjustment you have to go through, and it's one of the not only the biggest, but it's the hardest. Everybody already got a special bond with their mama, right? All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you already got that special bond with your mama, and then you have those of us that got an extra bond. For my sister and I, um, she wasn't just our mama, but she worked with us every day. She was our mama, our business partner. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So we bonded in different ways. I got a chance to experience my mama as not just a mother, but I got a chance to experience her as a business partner as well. All right, and she was a good business partner. So I
Mhm.
Yeah.
so that you know what I'm saying. So that made us that made everything different from me. You know what I'm saying. When some people have just lost their mama, I lost my mama, and I lost my business partner.
Jesus.
So and that was an extra bond. That was an extra special bond. So So, and no doubt about it, my life has changed tremendously
Yeah.
because it's a totally new life now. Everything is totally different, so I got to get readjusted, and I don't know how much of an effect it has had on me yet. But this is my goal. This is my goal to take every effect that it will have on me and turn it into something positive. All right,
Mm.
because
Yes,
at
yes.
the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about what's already been done. So I can't
Right.
do nothing about what's been done. The only thing I can do is continue to live, all right, and try
Mhm.
to live in more abundance, and show
Yeah.
people. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and to do what I think she would want me to do, and even a higher and greater expectation of that. But it's a big change. It hit me hard, Doc. It hit me hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Fonda?
I want to say first to Shavis, kudos to you for coming on and taking on this challenge to even talk about it, which is a part of your healing process as
Yeah,
well. But coming on early on, because this is still real fresh for you, and being
fresh.
able to talk about it, this is real fresh. Me losing my loved ones down impacted my life in such a way. One of the major ways that it impacted my life is I got to think about I have a day coming.
Wow.
What legacy do I want to leave for my children? What do I want my children to know? And one of the major things is being able to sit down with my family, talk about them, what's my last wishes, what should we be doing, so we can have all these things at a point to where it's resolved, things like that. So yeah, it impacted my life. I'm like Shavis, I had to do a big adjustment
Yeah,
when I lost my loved ones. But but also knowing that it's real,
Yes.
and that just like my mother went and my brother went, so too, I have to go,
absolutely.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're gonna have to go. We love our loved ones. When you get attached to when you get
Yeah.
attached to people, you just don't want them to leave you. You
Right.
just can't even see them leaving you. You can't even see yourself leaving. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. But
Right.
you have to talk about these things, and because it's like you say, Fonda, it's gonna happen.
Gonna have.
It's coming to our door. The same way we pass their body, they're gonna pass ours, and they're gonna hear
Absolutely.
about us. The same way we heard about them, they're gonna hear about us. So we have to get ourselves you know, prepared.
Ready.
This is kind
Prepare.
of hard to get prepared, but we're gonna have to. One thing I do, I really want to thank God for my pastor. He just make me see death on another level. You know what I'm saying? Ease the little soul a little bit, because he preached my sister's, my brother's funeral, my daddy's funeral, and God knows, I don't. My dad funeral, I was just crazy in the mind. I was just mad. I was just mad at the world, because I just felt like he was so saved that God would take him. I was kind of slow in that period. Okay, but when my sisters and brothers died, you know, Pastor got me to really realize, like, okay, this really gonna happen.
It's really
It's
happen.
gonna happen to us. We got to get a
Yeah,
hope.
it's
We got to
coming.
get a hope to it. Something else, Shabs and Found. We and fans. Guess what? My family out there. We can't. We got to really get a hold to it and don't let this overtake us from living. You hear what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
All the time we
Got
can
to keep
sit beside
living.
our bed and we can keep thinking about, oh man, I'm gonna die one day, this and that, and it worries us. It's worries us from
Yeah.
moving forward in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the more we talk about it, the more I think it'll feel better to our soul. Because
Right.
everybody don't want to talk about it. Everybody want to be a hush hush when it come down to talking about death. Even when you try to talk to
Mhm.
your family about it, they'll say, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But yes,
Mhm.
we need to talk about this thing. We need to get a
Right.
Yeah.
hope of
Right.
fear of death. You know what I'm saying? So we need
Right.
to talk about that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that
we
was
and
good.
we fear it because we don't understand it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we fear it because we don't understand anything you don't understand. You become afraid of, and
Right.
and and if we learn to view death in the correct way, um, we'll and get a better understanding. Our load, the way we carry our load will be different. It'll be totally different. We'll look at it. I mean, we won't be so feeling so sorrowful all the time. I never said that it wouldn't hurt. Well,
Yeah.
we'll you know what I'm saying? But because we understand it better, we'll be able to handle it better.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You know, because he told us in the word, he said, rejoice when they gone. But we just can't put our eye on that part. We can't get,
Yeah,
we can't just, you know, we can't see that. Rejoice. No, we miss
yeah,
them. We don't want them to go. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But
Right.
like you say, if we can get this understanding, and that's the reason why I really want to talk about it. I was just telling my mom, I said, we got to talk about death. I said, you're 82 years old. I might go before you, but we got to talk about it. And not only
Mm-hmm.
talk about it, we got to have our business right. Our,
I,
you know,
that's right.
insurance, you guys. Come on, it's important.
Yeah.
Come
It's
on,
important.
man. Get
Don't
some
act like you're gonna
insurance.
walk around here and
Yeah.
not gonna die. You're gonna need some insurance.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Don't you do your
Yes,
kids like that. Leave them with something.
Come on.
that's right.
Leave them kids, leave them with something, man. We gotta
That's
stop
it.
doing that.
You got to
And
stop doing that, wasting our time like we're not gonna die. You're gonna die. So get insurance. Don't
that's it.
listen.
That's
It's
right.
already hard for us to bury you, and that when you gone, it hurts our feelings. We're gonna hurt our feelings better when you ain't got nothing.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all agree with me?
Oh, I agree one.
Absolutely.
And I've had
Absolutely.
several family members that passed away and didn't have insurance. And I've decided now that if you don't pay for a funeral, you will not have a funeral.
Right. Right.
I mean,
You gotta
really,
pay for your own funeral.
I'm not gonna go all. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna drain everything that I have. If you don't pay for one, which if you don't prepare for one, because we
Mhm.
have to prepare for one while we're here by
Right.
getting insurance, saving
Right
the money
now.
you want to do. We
That's
need to do
right.
that because it leaves the family in a big, in a big mess. And 9 times out of
Yeah.
10, it boils down to one person who stuck
Mhm.
with it, and it's hard on the family.
Yeah.
So that's a
And it
decision
ain't cheap.
I've made concerning,
Yes.
you know,
That's
my,
it. That's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
yeah. And
And
Donna,
it,
kudos to you for bringing up this topic because, like you said, a lot of people are scared to talk about death. But the more we talk about it, and the more we come to an understanding, like Shavis said,
Yeah.
help us. It'll help us to
yes.
process this and help us to live
Yes.
beyond the fear of death.
Yes. Yes. It stop us. It stop us
Absolutely.
from really living. So
Yeah.
you're so right. We got to get it together, and we can't be afraid to talk about it, because the more we talk about it, like you say, we'll get more understanding
What we
about it,
talk about.
and we'll be able to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, even when it do happen, we'll be able to think about these things that we're talking about now. All right.
Right.
So you guys, my last question to you guys, y'all, I thank y'all so much. Thank y'all
No
so much.
problem.
Thanks all of my family, my friends for tuning in, you guys. I have
Yeah.
one more question for my guest, and it said, what positive word could you give to others of,
Um, and I won't be long because I'm really anxious to hear what my big sister got to say.
Take your time.
Uh, but this is how I would encourage those who have experience or are experiencing what me and my family has just experienced. You have to be careful how you carry this load. All right. You have to be very careful because if you carry it the wrong way, you end up you're gonna find yourself falling into a state of depression. You're
Mhm.
gonna find yourself worried all the time. You're gonna find yourself stressed out. And at the end of the day, you're worried, you're stressed, and you're depressed about something that you cannot change.
ooh, come
So
on, brother.
so if you're worried and you're stressed out and depressed about something that you cannot change, you're only gonna go down because you'll never find the answer because you can't change it. But
Ooh,
when you understand that you got to do what Founder just said, you got to learn how to live beyond death, beyond by what happened. It talks in the Bible. Jesus said, "Come on, you got to let the dead bury the dead, and we got to keep on moving." So to say,
ooh,
all right.
yeah.
So we got to learn that there's still life in us, and
Yeah.
and if we wanna honor the life that we have lost, we want to honor them. We have to learn to pick up some of their characteristics. If they was a loving, giving person, all right, let that live through you. All right, so you
Yes.
got to learn how to carry this thing, because you carrying it is going to be the difference in you being successful in life, or you going downhill in life when you
Yeah.
carry this load. All right, so I
Yeah.
think so that's how I would encourage you. Get in your word, get some understanding of what you're reading about.
Right.
Talk to people that has gone through, because everybody gonna say, and this is another thing that I could have put on the last question, what you hate to hear. I hate
Take
for
your time.
somebody to say, I feel how you feel. I know how you feeling. And at the and you know, God, we all got emotions. You got emotions, and you got emotion. I got a set of emotions, but that don't mean all ours operate the same. You don't know how I feel, because
Mm,
you don't know the connection that I had. Even if you lost your mother,
mhm.
and you can kind of get close to the feeling the way I feel, but me and your mother might I mean, me and my mother may have a totally different connection. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts people in different ways. Death is painful on all levels, but we got to learn how to carry it in a proper manner. We got to learn how to. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do is keep living.
That's it.
Yeah.
And some days I tell everybody, I'm just taking it one day at a time, because some days gonna be tougher than others.
That's
But
it.
Yeah.
we still got to recognize that God is still God, and we got to keep living.
That's
So,
it.
and that's those my words of encouragement.
Appreciate that. What
And
about you, sis?
that's good, Shavis. I tell you that hey, that's it right there. Learning how to process it. You know what? And one of the things I would encourage people to do is recognize that everybody deals with death differently.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
We deal with it differently. Don't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me what to think. That's differently. I like what you said earlier, Diana. Sometimes we don't need to talk when we come. Just sit there and listen. They really,
Yes.
a lot of
Absolutely.
times they're not asking you for your advice. You can just sit there and you can listen to them and see what it is that and you can figure out, you can kind of feel through just listening to them. Another thing that I recommend is opening up, talking about it. That's the reason I gave Shavis a shout
Yeah.
out for being on. Talking about it is going to help you. If you
Absolutely.
isolate yourself, that's where depression comes in. That's where anxieties will start to weigh in heavy on you, isolating yourself
Yeah.
because you're trying to process it inside. But open up when you're ready. But know that there's healthy grieving.
Yes.
Grieving is cool. You're supposed to
Mhm.
grieve.
Yeah.
To go
Healthy
through
grieving.
blame. You're supposed to go through, I could have done this. You're supposed to go through, I should have done this. But let it be healthy.
Mhm.
Let your grieving process be healthy. Go through all the
Mhm.
stages and let it be healthy. Don't let anyone rush you, but
Mhm.
do know that you want to go through them in a healthy way. And you can seek help for this. There's
Yes.
Right.
this. If you need
Come
therapy,
on,
get therapy.
Finder.
That's right.
Get
Come on,
therapy if you
Finder.
need therapy. When we
Mhm.
lose a loved one, that's trauma. That's
Yes.
trauma to us. And what
Mhm.
we
Man.
have done as people of color, we do not seek therapy for
Mhm.
things that traumatize us. So we
Right.
go through life
Come
and we
on.
got all this trauma on us. All this trauma. And then so we never become that person of wholeness because we got all this trauma. But it's okay to seek help. It's okay to get
Yes.
professional help if that's what you need.
Yeah.
Go and do that, whatever it is, so that you can be whole again, so that you can live again. Make sure that you do,
Absolutely.
process it, talk to people, be vulnerable. If you want to cry, you can cry, but go
Mhm.
and get the help that you need so the healing can start with you. Because your loved one who went on wants you to live. They want
Yes.
you to
Absolutely.
live.
They
They
want
want
you
you to
to.
live
Absolutely.
on. They want you to live on.
Wow.
Absolutely.
They
Yeah, yeah.
want you to live. Thank
Yeah,
you
and if they
so
could
much.
communicate, if they could
Yes.
communicate with you now, or if they could tell you, if they could come back and tell you, they said, babe, I want you to live.
Live.
I'm in a good place now. I want you
Yes.
to live
Absolutely.
on.
I want you to
I
live.
did mine. I did what I was supposed to do. Now you do
Mm.
Right. Right.
you do
That's
yours
good.
now. You
That's
live.
good.
Right.
That's
You
good.
aim
Right.
higher. You do
Yes.
more. You
Yes.
talk to my grandkids. Tell my
Yes.
grandkids
Right.
about it. Don't let them be ignorant about this. Talk to them. Tell them. Get it set up. That's what I believe my mother saying to me. Keep going.
Keep
You
going.
know.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. And also I want to
Yeah.
throw this in too, because I want y'all leave listen family out there. Listen, you know that we're gonna have to do this. So when we go through this is a process of us closer to our other family members, loving
Okay.
them,
Loving.
instead of fighting all the time, instead of being mad with one another. It ain't that serious. And
Mhm.
it's okay for us to talk about it and we try to get an understanding. But y'all, please let's love on our loved ones because y'all know
Yeah.
what the problem did. We don't want to have that regret. Come on, I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have. We don't want to put should in our life when we can do it now. A lot of
Right.
times we have to drop our
Right.
pride and say, I love you. Even if you have to send a letter and say, I love you. If I have to send 500 letters and say, I love you. So I know that I done did my best loving on you. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, I ain't trying to
Absolutely.
tell you that you have to be in their face every day. I ain't trying to tell you that you have to lick their butt or whatever. But at least make sure you got it in your heart that you got peace in your heart and you ain't got nothing against your family. Because when stuff
That's
like this happens, it's a lot of chaos go on in the family.
that's it.
A lot of people be mad and stuff because you
That's
didn't
right.
tell them my name went on the obituary, and all this craziness, okay?
Mhm.
So we have to really be careful on misusing one another in this period of
Absolutely.
Yeah.
as well, you guys.
Most,
So we want to
most,
continue to love on our
yeah.
family and
Yeah.
friends. Shelly and Fonda, I really, really, really appreciate you guys for being
Thank
Man, it's
you.
an
on my
honor.
show.
You.
It's
Thank
an
you.
honor, Di.
Before we
Di,
get up
you
out of, go ahead.
Diana, it's an honor. You famous, Di. So we get a chance and now
You.
somebody gonna see little old bit of me because of you. So
Oh, come on, man. I'm gonna tell you,
it's an
you
honor.
famous, you famous too, man. Everybody matters. I tell you guys, I'm just overwhelmed and happy that you guys decide to be on my show this morning, Mirror Talk
Yeah,
Tuesday.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Excited about
Thank
Mirror Talk Tuesday because I can't wait to Tuesday to even after a family. I really, really appreciate for y'all tuning in with me. Diane, Master Boss ain't gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
was sitting there looking at when I was on a talk show on YouTube last night, and I called and I said, I'm just sitting here crying. So I keep on moving. I can't stop moving. So I'm getting excited about my life. I'm getting excited about my life because
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
love
That's
you.
good.
Yes. So I appreciate you guys, but y'all already know the process. We got to breathe in and breathe out.
Yeah.
And when we
That's
breathe in, we're gonna breathe in confident and let out fear. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna say
that's
a
it.
little affirmation before we go off. All right, you guys.
Okay.
So
All
Okay.
right.
let's begin to family out there. Let's begin to breathe in and breathe out, and make sure when you breathe in, make sure you breathe in confident, and make sure you breathe out, and make sure you breathe out that fear. We got to
Yes.
get a hope to it. We got to get a hope to
Yeah.
it, guys. All right, let's go. Breathe in, breathe. Let's do it again. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, and let's do it
Yeah.
big. Breathe in, breathe out. You guys, if sometimes we could only start just uh putting our mind on our breathing part, because this is the God in us that lives
Right.
in us, breathe through us.
Yeah.
That would help
Yeah.
us a lot of
Yeah.
times. When we get upset, you guys, sometimes we have to just pause and breathe in and breathe out. We'll feel better because we know that that's the God inside of us. Let's
Yes.
look up an affirmation, you guys, all right?
Yes.
I love myself.
I love
I
myself.
love myself.
I am kind to myself,
I am
I'm
kind to
kind to
myself.
myself.
and I will live my life to the fullness.
I
And
will
I
live
live
my
my
life
life
to the
to the
fullest.
fullest.
Yes, and God is in me.
God is in
God
me.
is in it.
He's my everything,
He is
He's
my
my
everything.
everything.
and I don't have to worry about anything.
And I
And
don't have
I
to worry
don't have to
about
worry
it.
about anything.
Y'all, I thank you. I
Thank
thank you. I thank you. I
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Dad.
guys. And if y'all don't have anything else to say, we'll see y'all next Tuesday. I will have more guests on Tuesday because I will be talking about this thing. I will be talking about. I'm going to continue to talk about it until we get a
For sure.
hold of fear.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, have a blessed day.
Thank you, Dad.
All
Good job, Finder.
Good job, Shavis. Love you. Love you, Diamond.
Love y'all.
Thanks.
Love y'all.
All right.